As the author to close on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The United States of America is a sovereign nation, and people spoke on November 4th about their great concern of illegal immigration and its effects on this country from a crime standpoint, from a sovereignty standpoint. Public safety and illegal immigration is not just a federal issue, it is a state and a local issue as well. In fact, it's everybody's issue. I don't think we can spend enough money on this issue. 10 million illegal immigrants crossed into the United States over the last 10 years. It is incumbent upon this legislature to side with our federal administration and take the next step by enacting mandatory 287G programs for counties of 100,000 or more. This bill does something very good. Times have changed, people have spoken. Citizens want secure borders and immigration laws enforced. They want criminal aliens to be held, charged, processed, and deported as quickly as possible. Let's get to work. Thank you, members.
Thank you, Senator Schwertner. Members, any questions for the author? Senator, how long has this been a priority legislation? How long has this been a matter of priority legislation for you? How long has this issue been something you've worked on?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I actually ran on this when I ran for the House back in 2009. I was wondering why local law enforcement, individuals were being stopped and released, which they still are, for traffic stops, failure of liability protection, driving without a license. I was going, well, why aren't we, as a local law enforcement, enforcing immigration laws? Well, we don't do that. Just the federal government does. Finally, this is mandatory again for counties greater than 100,000, but we need to, as a state, be much more forceful in helping in areas of illegal immigration and immigration laws enforcement. And this bill is just one step forward, which I hope we have many more, regarding how we can assist our federal partners in pushing back against illegal aliens and criminal legal acts committed by these illegal aliens.
Thank you, Senator Schwertner. Senator Hall, you're recognized.
Thank you, and I apologize. I had to miss part of this, so you may have talked about this. Thank you, Senator Schwertner. I've filed a bill similar to this a couple of times, weren't able to get anywhere. Is anybody they talk about how much this is going to cost us? Did you point out how much it's costing us by not doing something? That's a number that I found when I looked into it, was significantly greater than what it would cost us to do something about it.
That's a very good point. You know, obviously you sit on the Finance Committee, I do too, as Dean Zaffarini and Charles and others. But there are large amounts of billions of dollars in our budget, both on the higher education side, public education side, and Article 2, Health and Human Services, for services provided by the state to illegal aliens. And I think it is quite reasonable to weigh the costs of any sort of program. And again, this is the costs associated with this are defrayed for counties $1 million or less. Only the top 5 counties, one of which is already participating, Tarrant County, this would be an unfunded mandate for them. But what are they spending their money on already? Look at the budgets and the line items of the counties, Dallas County, Harris County, DEI officers, et cetera. So this is basic law enforcement obligations that counties need to be participating, especially our largest counties, and it is pennies to millions of dollars on a relative basis regarding the costs associated with illegal immigration.
Just to follow, but I think that the fact that we have to separate the authority of our federal law enforcement from our state law enforcement gets in the way of what we have to do jointly in protecting people. And I think a bill like this helps bring the two together so they have a common goal of continuing to protect the people. And thank you for the bill.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, Senator Schwertner. So Senate Bill 8 will be left pending for the time being.